Her postman, city, hood, click. Let's go.
Be very careful who you talk to, because you'll never know who the informant is, who the cooperating witness may be, and you never know somebody who was a friend today may have been flipped the night before and become your enemy tomorrow.
About humanity, putting truth in these lines, while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is going to send you big. Lock the door.
Lock the door. The game is going to send you a bill. Shout out to Marlena Williams, the Postmaster General. Shout out to JRL. Shout out to everybody else that's joining this chat for this live feed. Appreciate each and every last one of you. It's amazing always to see you all. Once again, welcome to the mail room. When you come in, take a look at your mind, examine what's in your heart. This is not a glorification or the glamorization. It's always an education. Yeah, before they had handguns, they had hand guys. Man up. You go anywhere in the world to get a couple of lies. You come right here to get the truth. And the truth you shall receive. Get on the bus and let me take you to school, because I am the bus driver official. What's good, kinfolk? Cousins and nephews, what's going on? And relatives as well. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate you once again. It's amazing to be here. Scrooge Greedy, what's happening? Devonta, what is that? Devonta Tizzle. I think I said that right. What's going on, folks? What's going on with you? Man, again, guys, we can never underestimate the buffoonery and the nonsensical that hits the internet, especially when it's concerning our people and it's about our people. But just what I want our people to know: there is no one like you. There has never been anyone like you. There shall never be anyone like you. Therefore, know thyself, be yourself. Authenticity is everything. Authenticity is everything. Welcome to another episode. Well, the first episode of the Worldwide Sports, where you make the call. That's why we're here today. And today our subject matter is Travis Ford, Adam22, Whack 100, and among others. And I want to give a special shout out to I think it's IBM Hoodlum. I believe that's that brother's name, IBM Hoodlum, for I think that he has something that he brings to the internet that is very necessary, because you have to have a counter. You have a counter to whatever the narratives that are out there floating around, because some people want to push certain narratives and agendas for whatever reason. But this is what I understand about this whole thing when it comes to content, right? And it kind of goes back to the time where when we talk about the Act of 1710, meritorious manumission, protect white property, white wealth, create something for white folks to make money, snitch or manufacture something or against people that you see anything doing against white property and white wealth. That's where we at. The colonizer helpers, they act as an assistant in appropriating black content. These are colonizers assistants, guys. They undermine the artistic value of furthering white, and they further white supremacy, right? And it has and they generate, because it generate wealth for them to be associated with this, right? I'm talking about these black people, right? They're the clowns, the buffoons, the mischief, the jugglers, the bozos that you see on all them people and some, you know what I mean? Because the process involved in creative narratives that monetize exploitation or the manufacture of lives of degrading black culture. And always notice, guys, that no matter how much who they are, what they are, you're right, they are the exposers. But the game is going to send you a bill. Know that at some point. I've been on this earth for 66 years, and I have never failed to see the game not send that bill. There are no king of the streets. There's no king of the streets. The streets is undefeated. And if you don't know that, then you're information poor, and you might want to go do your research and find out why I said that. Because Billy the Kid one time was the fastest gun in the West, and I mean he was super tough and super fast. But one day, somebody dethroned him. And we have never heard of the likes of him ever again. There came another one and another one and another one, another one. So there's always more to be said when it comes to this. We saw Travis Ford, right? Travis Ford showed up at No Jumper. And I don't know why anybody, let me go back to why I say these things about No Jumper, right? I had a federal case. And the federal case involved drug trafficking, running my formula. I like to say running a pharmaceutical without license. And what the federal government is always willing to do, spare no expense or no expenditure to how they're going to trap you, how they're going to reel you in, and how whatever they're going to use, the pieces and the people they're going to use to capture you and put you in a space to where they leave no wiggle room. And Adam22 is no exception to that. He's no exception to that. Adam22 has a business over there. You just recently heard him saying that he's going bankrupt or whatever. He's losing money. He's going to move out the warehouse. That's because the warehouse was probably a Fed location where they hardwired it. They hardwired it, put the listening devices in there. Anything that was sitting there, whatever he was hearing and seeing and hearing, they was also seeing and hearing. He's not going to tell you that because he's part of whatever that is. They might have called him up on something. I'll give you a story. There was a lady who's very, very dear to my family, over 40-some years. And one day she came to me. She's crying. I'm talking about crying. I'm talking about crying like I've never seen over. It's like, what's wrong with you? What's going on? I'm trying to figure out. And she's bumbling these things and saying these things. And she come to my house. And finally, I got her to calm down. And she was able to tell me. She said, I couldn't, I had to do it. They had me. I said, do what? She said, they made me do it. I said, do what? She said, they made me set you up and be a part of this investigation. I said, what investigation? And now I don't know what she's talking about. Investigation? They made you do it? Who made you do it? She said, the FBI. I said, the FBI? I said, what happened? So she told me what happened. Because she loved me so much and because she cared for me so much that she couldn't tolerate the pain and everything that she was going through, what they was making her go through to get me. and she played alone until she couldn't play no more. But I'm telling you guys this to say this, that I don't care what Adam22 says, how he frame it, how we say it, how we label it, how he avoid or deflect from the question. He is part of whatever is happening to everybody that entered No Jumper and feel like they need to be on that podcast. Now, if you're black and you don't understand what I'm telling you, then you part of the poorly educated, or you part of the nonsensical, or you don't have no reason and rationale, or you're so busy chasing a measly dollar that you don't realize that this thing is about to collapse on you. When I told you guys about the ODIT, on-device deception tool, there's many tools that the federal government use now to intercept, to receive, to lock in, to vehicle tracking, license plate tracking, facial recognitions. They have the LBT, CBT, all these different technologies to bring you in. We saw S-Bone go on there. Where's S-Bone? S-Bone is in the grave right now. We saw Lil Durk. We saw, what's the guy name? Quando Rondo. We saw all these different people that has been on Crip Mac, 4 Extras, X4, all these people. Where are they? They're either in the graveyard, they're either in jail, or their life has never been the same since going to No Jumper. And they went there only the fact to attain some type of notoriety, fame, or become more than probably what they was bargaining for or was able to achieve on their own. Content creator is about idea, creating mind, idea theater of the mind, and having the creative writing and ability to articulate experiences and bring it forward to where it becomes a visual to the world. And you said it's really all of it's. It originally started out as audio, and then it had a video component to it. But now what we see is a lot of gossip, degradation, misogyny, misandry, and they take the worst of us and put it in front of the best of us. And guys like Adam22, he is the colonizer, but they are colonized. There's other individuals who assist and act as colonizer helpers, and they don't read. So when this guy, Travis Ford, who by the way isn't a mainstream, I don't know why people keep saying that, or because when you ask him, if you ask him verbatim directly, are you from Main Street Crip, he will deflect, divert, and not answer that question. So I don't know why people keep saying that. When they said he showed up to No Jumper with 50 Crips, he showed up with clowns, buffoons, jesters, jugglers, and showmen, and carnival walkers. No Crips is going to follow Travis Ford anywhere. Travis Ford don't have that. He is not that person. Now, you can go ahead and believe whatever you choose to believe. That's you. That's your understanding. I understand. I am very opinionated in this because it's righteous indignation. Righteous indignations have like the right to speak about what I'm speaking about right now. I know the main streets. And I don't have to name them. Everybody know who they are. If he was what they were, he was a long time ago been DP based on his oddly behavior and his actions. Let's take a look at the clip. Matter of fact, I want you to take it. And Asmo got on. Asmo. Shout out to my boy Asmo, man. Asmo got on. Let's see that Asmo getting right here.
Adam, scary ass nigga won't let us in.
Travis Ford, cuz, what's going on, cuz?
Nigga, y'all about to stop playing. Les invited us. Nigga.
No!
Look, nigga, y'all better be gang and culture, cuz, until the whole east side and west side out here, nigga. Come on, man. We ain't nothing but...
Hey, cuz, check it out, Trav. Yeah, Adam ain't fucking with you today, cuz. So this what we gonna do, cuz. You gonna take your crew.
Y'all gonna get the fuck out of here. We're gonna try it again next time. We're gonna try to get my boy. You my boy. You my boy, but Adam ain't fucking with you. So y'all gotta get up out of here, cuz he didn't, man, it's all bad. Yeah, cuz y'all trespassing at this point, cuz. You gotta go. Damn.
Can I ride with y'all? This ain't out to whack, cuz. Nigga, fuck No Jumper, nigga, fuck Adam, nigga, fuck Lush, cuz. Nigga, y'all invited us here, bro. Nigga spent a lot of money to be here and bring gifts and drop the mics and video man, cuz. So y'all wanna play with us, cuz? Y'all gotta get the fuck out of LA, nigga.
First and foremost, anybody who walks around in broad daylight with a bottle in their hand probably need to get into a program, sobriety program. Obviously, they got drinking problems, drinking issues. You walking around with a bottle, you out there running your mouth, police is out there, and somebody's filming you on purpose. You know, this is not a random guy filming you. You told him to film you. This is like clout chasing. This is a play, because the people that you interacting with, that's all they do is run plays. I don't know why people don't understand that. You know what I mean? This is like I say, court jesters, clowns, bozos, carnival barkers, jugglers. These people are not to be respected in such a way that you hold them up to the same esteem that you hold up these guys that call themselves Damu and Kiwe. He's like an out-of-town rapper that want to claim somebody's neighborhood, but didn't get the approval, nor was he jumped in, nor did he get anybody from that section to say, yeah, you from here. Didn't happen. So it's a lot when you deal with this type of platform, and the federal government is fully aware that most people go on this platform and they divulge things about what happened on the streets when people get to talking about unsolved crimes on the No Jumper show. There's countless of times you saw Loose Cannon, Whack, you saw many different people who bring up crimes that haven't been solved. Why do they choose to do that on No Jumper? Why? Because the feds are right there listening and paying attention to it. That's why. The feds is not finna come on here and tell you anything. They're not gonna necessarily tell you the truth about anything. That's not that. It's in their bylaws that they can lie to you in the furtherance of justice. The feds, the police, and any of these people can lie to you in the furtherance of justice. That's why we call this Thursday Wide World of Sports, where you make the call. That's why I'm calling it that, because that's exactly what this is. Shout out to my guy, IBM Hoodlum, who is a very, very, I think he's very articulate. I think he's very smart. I think he's very calculated. He counts his steps. He watches where he goes, and he understands the nature and the different individuals that he's dealing with. He see how they really are versus how people get in this, caught up with this virtual things and think people are millionaires. Millionaires don't get on the internet argue with nobody. Don't happen. But somehow, people are so, they got, man, I hate to even bring this up, man. I just seen today, they got a new dance out called the Nigga Shuffle. It's a bunch of women. It could have been about 8 or 12 women that was doing what was called the Nigga Shuffle. And when I get a chance, I'm going to bring that back up. I don't think I bought it in. No, I didn't. I don't think I downloaded it. But I want to show you guys. This is unreal to me. I'm perplexed. I don't understand the level of ignorance that people keep invested in. They are fully invested in ignorance. Why? I have no idea. Why is that important? When we on the verge of economical collapse, 20,000 people just lost their job at UPS. And it's going, that's not where it's finna stop. It's finna keep going and going and going to this job, to this company. When you guys stop seeing these trucks turn or going up and down these highways, pulling this freight out these harbors, you're gonna know that you are definitely in trouble. If we get to that point. I'm not saying that we there yet, but if we get to that point, you're gonna know that you're in trouble. Meanwhile, you're being entertained and you're losing focus on the real things that's occurring by watching people like Travis Ford telling you that Adam22 is got to leave LA. Adam22 say, Travis Ford, you ain't even a real Main Street. You must be leaving. That's how Adam22 feel. Why would he listen to Travis Ford? When Travis Ford went up to his building, threatened him on live camera. We all seen people do that before at No Jumper. Go up there, threaten people, beat people up, and they filming it, and it's the same old play. Nothing's new under the sun. They like to go up there, create what they feel is content, and it's all a play. They got actors, buffoons, clowns, bozos, jugglers, jesters, and they got ballerinas too. I forgot about the ballerinas. They got them too, tiptoeing around, and all that stuff. Yeah. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're being confronted with. This is what you are being entertained with. But I'm gonna say it again. Black people, there is no one like you. There has never been anyone like you. There shall never be anyone like you. Therefore, know thyself, be yourself. Authenticity is everything. I forgot to give you guys the book of the day is The Conversation by Hill Harper. Go read it. The Conversation by Hill Harper. This is a conversation that he had amongst his colleagues and his counterparts and individuals that in his circle to why Black men and women are constantly tearing each other down. Go read the book. It is a very nice read, very well written, very articulate, very informative. Go read it. So now I want to get to my guy, and he talks about the 137 informant. The 137 informant. I had never heard of this, but I researched it today. I don't want to see Travis Ford get kiss my butt. I don't want him to do anything but just be who he was. He had the opportunity to do whatever he wanted to do. But hey, send him the link. Let him come on in. Send him the link. Let him come on in. Send him the link. I want to know why it's important for him to go on No Jumper. I want to know that question. Send him the link, Rennie. Send him the link. The 137 informant is a con informant that is involved in skullduggery that is hidden, that don't necessarily have to take the stand, and it's always there to provide information, inform police agencies on what is going on. And a lot of people, and I'm telling you, a lot of people, when you see these people running around, who aimlessly run around and join these different, go to these different podcasts that's ran by Europeans, right? Who have Eurocentric ideologies, and they believe in the principle of Europeanism, right? And if they're going to do what they've been doing for years, exploiting and using you, it is buck breaking, slave labor channel. It's all that. It's all that wrapped up in one. But if you don't read your history, you don't recognize it as that. You thinking like, he likes me. He brings me on the show and put me on the show. You think that's something special. That is nothing special. Travis Ford, pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. Stop running around and allowing people to tell them that you from Main Street. Don't do that, man. If that ain't really what it is, don't do that. Stop doing that. It's not good. It's not good. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to them. You know, it's okay to be just you. It's okay to just be Travis Ford. When I met you, you was an individual that was in the entertainment. I thought you had some skills, rapping and everything. I felt like that you had some talent. I didn't look at you as a bad person, but as I now see that you a cloud chaser, and I'm now seeing that you walking around in the middle of broad daylight with a half empty bottle of Hennessy, and you're ranting and raving in front of these white people, and you got the police out there, you got somebody filming you on purpose. That's not a random film. You told them to film you. Stop that, man. I understand that ignorance is $1 billion industry, but you don't have to be a part of it, brother. You don't have to be a part of it. You need some encouragements. This guy has an upgrade down cross tattooed on his foot. He has it upside down. Yeah, you're right. So what is that telling you? Why would he project that? What is he projecting? What is he trying to say if that's what he's walking around? Even if I don't believe in that, shout out to Renilo. Even if I don't believe that, I'm not gonna tattoo of that on my body and project it amongst millions of people that actually believe in that. Even though I may disbelieve of it, I may have a different opinion about it. But if they ask me, then I'll give my opinion about it. But I'm not going to project it on my face or my arm or whatever, indicating that I'm some type of whatever, however they frame it. This is where the Rico acts church Satan. Everybody going down except 100. Sean Prince. What's up, Sean Prince? I tried to call you, man. Something wrong with your phone. You keep sending me the voicemail. Yeah, ask guys. Travis,
Yo, what's the word, buddy?
man, you got to put on the camera, man. I don't want to be just looking at no whatever this is you got
No,
on.
that's my logo right there. I'm
Okay, I got your logo, but put your face on that thing, man. Man up, man. Don't
that's
man, quit.
better.
There you go. There you go.
Yo,
Listen,
you do
Travis,
man
this is
up.
what I want to say
Nah,
to you. Let me say this to you, bro.
yeah.
I understand I understand that you're a performer and you're an entertainer, man, but you don't have to put yourself out there in a way that's going to not reflect you in a positive
Can I
way,
say
right?
something, bro?
Yes, sir.
Can
Go
I say
ahead.
something?
Yes.
All right, look. So boom. First thing first, I fuck with you, bro. We met back from one of my
Uh
music
huh.
videos, and I hit you up numerous
That's why I was
times,
disappointed.
for interviews. We,
Uh huh.
yeah, we missed so boom. Let me tell you, it was a miscommunication. So what's up with it? So basically, right, we was invited down there. As you know, I'm partnered in marketing, somewhat, partnered with Taco Pete right now. So, I'm doing a lot of things for the Crenshaw District, Green Meadows, Compton, right there. Chuck's Burgers. I'm partnered with them as well on Rosecrans. That's my spot. Shout out Chuck's Burger. But so I'm trying to do a lot of good things. So that wasn't really for me. And like you seen the messages, they was playing with us. We was told we was on schedule. It wasn't even about me. It was about Blue Cinco and me getting the artists up that they say don't have platforms and not enough streams to get seen. So I'm like, boom, I got the plug with this weirdo. I might as well bring them up. So I asked, was it okay if me to come through? You feel me? And bring these dudes through the cake. I'm gonna keep it real with you as a real man, man. I'm gonna keep it real like I just did with Street TV. I just hollered at Street TV about the same thing, and I'm about to go holler at AD too. And you feel me? So basically, man, I was loaded with the last No Jumper interview. I ain't gonna lie, man. I Hennessy get to me, cause you feel me? Hennessy get to a nigga, and I got loaded, and I just like flipped out when we was partying, and I grabbed a grip of t-shirts, right? So boom, and then senses came to me, and I told homie to put them back. And you know what they say about double backing? A nigga double back, putting it back for a nigga, and you feel me? he got caught, and I wasn't about to let my homeboy go down like that. So yes, I did take up for it. Yes, I did apologize, and I told Lush, I told Lush, I apologized to them, I apologized to Adam. He came up with this story. Oh, Adam's cool, woo woo bam. I said, you know what I'm gonna do is show my appreciation, even though the city not, really vibing with you. I'm gonna bring some real people that's from the culture, some real names. I got a billboard truck for you, and apologies. Those are all apologies. Made a cake, I'm showing my love as like I fucked up as I fucked up. I did something stupid. I was intoxicated. That's why kids don't drink. You feel me? I was drunk as fuck, man, and I was just like flipping out and on some weird. It wasn't myself, man, for a second. You feel me? So
Well,
I apologize to Adam.
again, Travis, listen what I'm about to tell you. There's no one like you. There's never been
Right,
anyone like you. There's shall
right,
never be
right.
anyone like you. Therefore, know thyself, be yourself, and authenticity is everything. You have talent, bro. You don't
Yes, yes, we
need
do.
Adam.
And
You
I'm not
don't
trying to get up
necessarily need
caught up with this
Adam
mainstream. I
to
don't
be
know
who
what the
you
fuck
are.
Adam talking about. Adam Adam doing content, but one thing I want people to know, they keep saying 100 Crips. Let me tell you, it wasn't 100 Crips. These are
I already know
videographers
it
that
wasn't
came.
100 Crips. I don't know
This
even
is
how
video.
that
Look,
narrative got
it was.
started.
That's what I'm saying, and they don't need to label me like I was telling people right now. I'm working with the community. I can't have this shit on me. Then I got to take pictures with your kids at Taco Pete and different little. So that you got to look at me as I'm looking at to be a community leader. You feel me? So
You're a
don't need me
representative
to
of the
get that
culture,
shit.
Travis. You're a representative of the culture, and we
Right,
need your best example of what the culture is. We don't need
right.
the
You don't have
Hennessy
to label
bottle
me
in
as no.
broad
Everybody know
daylight.
about my life and my past. You don't have to label me as that. And that's these YouTubers. And I just told another nigga stop label me as that. You gonna put my motherfucking name and tell me the truth. I mean, tell the truth about what's going on. And you always got to go to the horse's house.
Right.
And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I did some fucked up shit. I was mad about my homie Jay Reed getting jumped up there too. That was going through my head. So just like been a lot of shit going through my head, and I've been invited. And feel me, I brought
Well,
last
let me
time
ask you a question, Travis. So, what did you take when that stuff happened to Jay Reed and the other brother up there? What lesson did you learn from that?
don't go up no jumper by yourself.
That's a good one.
Straight up.
That's a good one.
Nah, but shout out him, man. I don't have nothing to do with that, but that is a good friend of mine. Before I didn't even know all that shit, which is I actually stayed with this man. And when I was doing bad, man, this man looked out for me a million times at a time when I was in a dark place. So you feel me? That's always gonna be a friend of mine. So I don't get caught up in the shit, and I don't want to really speak up to it because that is an active case right now. So you feel me?
Yes.
But that was fucked up. That was fucked up in that situation, and overall situation not going.
But one thing I give
You
you,
feel me?
Travis, you paying attention. You looking at with the internet. You care about with your image because image is everything, right? And whatever people project or put out there on the internet about you, you want to at least be there to correct it. If the information is wrong, you want to stand in there and say, and I salute to you for coming on the channel and say, man, let me go in there and talk because you do have a relationship with me.
That part.
It's not like you don't have a relationship. You got my number. You know how to reach me, and me and you.
Yeah, those gases out there.
I've been to your performance
Yeah,
when we was downtown L.A. Me and Rennie Lope, we're 10, right? So,
right. No, I
man, you
told you
got that.
something that Wolfie shit.
But let me ask you this,
We was supposed to do
Travis.
something that Wolfie shit. Remember? And
Yes,
that,
yes, yes,
right, man.
yes.
I'm trying
Right, right.
to stand for the.
Do you call yourself a YN, Travis? I think. Do you call yourself a YN? Do you refer to yourself as YN?
Hell no. I'm in. Nigga, I don't run. I don't hang with those niggas.
uh,
I know why. Who the hell is Wayne? I ain't know why. Nigga, I am 30-something years old. I'm talking, nigga. My is YN. You feel? So I
right.
push it for our community. I can do it. Inspired on me. Not saying that it was the people in my community. It's missing. miscommunication with these fuckers. You feel me?
Right.
Community
So
going out.
let me ask you this: do you see any further purpose?
That's overall miscommunication. And he should have had that right. And if he don't,
So, Travis, do you see any further purpose to be part of the No
my
Jumper
shit keep
scene?
going. Let me get closer.
Yeah, you got to get by some Wi-Fi, bro. You
Be part of
phasing
no
out.
jumper scene. Unless they can come up there and give my homeboys that they clown about that have no platforms that they don't need to be on there. That's all I ask for. If anything, that's the highest platform. That's what I was coming to do. It ain't even about me. Anybody that know me, I put everybody on. I give everybody opportunities before myself. You know. So that was the whole thing about showing love, me apologizing for my dumb mistakes. I was stupid of me. And that I don't even get down like that. So
What's going on
that was
with your
just like whole.
reality show, bro?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of reality shows coming out, man. Dosh Network. I'm about to go to Mexico and do this show on the 5th. So I'm about to, that's the images that I'm used to. I can't have this shit on my back and my platform and this and that. So I want them to correct that when they talking about me, in the black community, trying to help these kids, man, giving out these jobs, man, making sure somebody always at work. Hired 3 more homeboys from Taco Pete. I'm about to hire a lot of people on Rosecrans, Chuck's Burger, man, to try to get back to my community where I came from. That's what I'm on. So they got to correct that. Everybody there was somebody very important to me. You feel me? And leaders, man. They might have had a cameraman that had a sister and brother with him, but that's no jumper. Everybody,
I knew somebody was doing the film, and I
like,
say
you feel me?
that filming is on purpose. It ain't random.
Man, it was so many people, which I understand, it kind of did get out of my hands,
So
but
what
saying
was
that it
your
was scripts, no,
encounter?
man, I had my party promoter out there.
So, Travis, when they called the police, what was your encounter with the police? What was that transaction? What was said?
All right, I got that warrant, I gotta go. You feel me? I had to duck, nigga, everybody's name ain't good, so you feel me? You might have a warrant for your arrest, so it's time to roll now, you know?
Uh-huh.
So that's I left because, I don't need to get my name read. You feel me? I don't need to be. I might have warrants, you never know. So I got
Man,
on. I left after that. It wasn't no need to be even playing with them. And as you can see, the police told us we're not wrong because one of my homeboys from the Crenshaw district took up and said he was me and said what was going on. You feel me? So, boom, 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 bam. He said what was going on. He was running all that shit. They said, you don't have no problem. You can come, you can stay down the street, but you can't be on their property. Now, Lush kept inviting us back every fucking 30 minutes. Come on, we're going to try that. Oh, I'm about to get a pair space to the point we had to take Lush phone. Said, nigga, do it now. You ain't got no phone no more. With respect, because you in here playing with, grown-ass men. Nobody's under 30 here. You feel me? You playing with grown-ass men now, and they tend us to come back and forth. Then it got kind of loud. After that, we drinking Hennessy. We standing out there like you see the messages. Be there 11:30. Who you bringing? Apologies, I'm
so
bringing this, I'm bringing that. And I told him who I'm bringing with me to speak on the good shit that we doing. Fuck the bad shit. We ain't throwing up gang
so at
signs
this
or nothing.
point, Travis, I want to ask you, what is your purpose and what is your meaning? Because everybody has a purpose and a meaning and purpose. What is your purpose and what is your
My
meaning?
purpose is here. I feel like is my purpose is here, man, for my community, and I understand everybody can't go, but I understand we all are stronger together. But right now, my purpose, right now, what I'm growing to and what I'm going through in my life, and you know, the stuff right now is my community and more on this black unity shit. You feel me? Lil Brown too. That's what I've been pushing. In my community a little bit more. Messing with the ladies. Doing my reality TV show. That's me. That's me. I haven't even rapped. You see. You
So
feel me?
I would much rather see
Me
you
too, myself,
perfect
and
that
that's why
and
I
focus
don't
on
even
that,
like when that
Travis.
situation happened. You never heard me say nothing, or you don't see me doing no interviews. It's been a number of times I could have when I was with the Rolly girl. You feel me? The other little situation. I never did no interviews, but right now it's like for my community, we got to hear that, man. You feel me? We not just thugs running around trying to get in no jumper. No, we was invited there for me to put the people in my community on the big platform, to try to grow some platform because these are the niggas that they try to clown and say don't got views. Oh, you can't be nothing because nobody's listening to something. Well, give them a platform to explain it then instead of talking about them. Everybody will post their videos. That's what I was
But
curious for.
if you look at the statistics of No Jumper, Travis, and you see
Yeah,
if you go all the way
it's
back
all
to S
bullshit.
Bone, you go back to Crip Mac, you go back to off 4 Extra and all the other individuals, DW Flame, AD, T Rail, you go back. It really hasn't been good for black people at No Jumper. He froze again, guys. I think that ISU is a crazy thing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Trav. His Wi-Fi is really acting up bad. But I mean, guys, you guys know me. I mean, you know, we opened the platform up for Travis to come on and say his piece, but I think it was a lot of deflection there. You know, I think that he's genuinely trying to be something into the culture that gives him a platform to be entertaining. I get that part, but I think sometimes, and we all make mistakes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not here to drag him down or tear him down. I want to help build the brother up. And if he's able and capable, you know, I would love to be a part of when he's going through things. Call me, and as an older person, or as what people would say, refer to me. They say there's let's see, there's YNs, there's uh young dudes, unks and old heads or old or however they choose to frame it. I'm old school. Call me, you know what I mean? Because there's a difference between an old nigga and an OG. There's a difference between that. So know that part. I would definitely give him, to the best of my knowledge and my ability, information. I want him to be informed. I want him to be a forward thinker and not think that he has to rely on someone like a content colonizer, ideal colonizer like Adam22. That's all Adam22 is, a content colonizer and an idea colonizer. Everything that he does over there, black guys were already doing it. You know, he just invested into it, and he has a machine behind him. It's just like Harvey Levin. The same thing with the TMZ. It's just a machine, you know, and they know to bring on, you know, black talent. And if you think about inventions as far as talent, as far as culture, if you think about fashion, you think about music, you think about dance, you think about language, who is pushing that? We're the ones that produce all this culture, and everybody misappropriate it and take it and own it and monetize it and claim it as theirs when it all comes from us. Again, there is no one, black people, there is no one like you. There never been anyone like you. There shall never be anyone like you. All you have to do is know thyself, be thyself, and authenticity is everything. Everything. You don't have to be disillusioned or follow someone that you know that's leading you down a rabbit hole, or somebody that wakes up every morning, every evening and claim to be a millionaire, but all you do is see them on the internet arguing with people, spreading gossip, lies, deception, undermining the culture. Don't understand what it is to be to be culturally aware, culturally competent. They don't understand that. They don't even care about that. Adam suspended Lush for 7 days for his Travis Ford issue. I would, you know, if I was Lush, I would tell Adam22 to kiss my ass. That's what people think. See, those who feed you can also starve you. So don't let nobody feed yourself. If you let people feed you, they can also starve you. So find a way to feed yourself. Johnny Sullivan, what's happening, man? I mean, you know, this has been I think this has been a good experience, you know, in terms of allowing Travis to at least come onto the platform. And he didn't, and I respect the fact that he didn't get belligerent, he didn't get irate, he didn't get out of control, he didn't start yelling, he didn't start cursing and slanging foul language and anything. He just really just came in there and kind of defended himself in that, you know. No one likes the black man or black woman. There's always no one, including the enemies. Yeah, you're right. You're right, bro. You're right. I got to get started. I got to get me a bigger tablet. I'm gonna go buy me something bigger so I can blow my screen up a little bit bigger because this, you know, this is getting a little tough for me. So I need to do some more investments. But what do you guys think? Anybody got any conclusions on this? I was gonna do something about the 137 informant in the context of police and law enforcement uh, uh, promoting informants, hiding their informants, not necessarily having to reveal informants. Because the police can legally lie to you in the furtherance of justice. Always remember that. The police can legally lie to you in the furtherance of justice. They don't have to tell you the truth. That is a law. They do not have to tell you the truth. But on the other hand, they want you to tell them the truth. So don't tell them nothing. Don't even tell them your name. I mean, one time I got arrested. Me and my homeboy Gable. I'm gonna see if I can get Gable on one time. Me and Gable was real tight back. That's my homeboy. He ain't God, matter of fact, too. So we got arrested. So they was trying to talk to me. I had nothing, man. When Gable seen me, boy, we both went on the dummy, man. They wound up putting me in a white suit and sending me to Gustav Hawkins. Everybody know what Gustav Hawkins is, right? I mean, something is wrong with you. You got to be, you own something, or you can't function. You off kilter. You out of there. So, but anyway, wound up being a DA reject. They let me out that little side door. When they brought me back to court, they let me out that little side door in that white suit. I had my folks who picked me up. Funny, man. True story, but funny. Shout out to Keith, man. Ice Pick, what's happening, man? Appreciate it. Welcome to the platform, bro. Welcome to the platform. Man, for those who haven't already done it, subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up. But the more we trigger this and get these algorithms going and get this platform out, because I am a very, very, very astute individual. I can get in depth on a lot of many different subjects. I'm not here just to gossip. I'm not here to spread rumor. I'm only interested in facts. I tell you what I know. I don't tell you what I feel. I tell you what I know. And I always go look at the statistics. For real facts, go to blackdemographics.com. Blackdemographics.com, where they have the real facts. And shout out to Travis Ford, and hopefully that he hit me on the horn or hit me on what they call the phone right here on the line, whatever they want to call it, the jack or whatever. I don't know what young people call it now, but you know what I'm talking about. And then we can have a further, deeper conversation about behavior and what's appropriate and what's inappropriate in terms of Black culture and Black content. And do not be deceived by content colonizers and idea colonizers. And again, Travis Ford, Adam22 said he ain't leaving LA, so I don't know what you're going to do with that. I don't know, Maybe like you said, you was drunk, you had a bottle in your hand, and you made a misbehave. But once again, this is the wide world of sports, where content is everything, content is king, and you get around here, you make the call. You make the call. So how about it, Marlena Williams? What you think? Marlena, what you got to say? Marlena be like, she be cringing sometimes, some of the things I be going through. God bless her though. But yeah, anybody know the IBM hoodlum? See if you can get into his inbox, contact him, say I really want to bring him on the platform so we can talk to him and get his perspective. I think he's a genuine individual. I think he's intelligent. I've seen his articulation. I think he has right tonality. His phraseology is great. He articulates himself really, really well. And when he's explaining how these guys who call themselves the exposures or whatever, he really brings nuance to the conversation to where you can really feel like, okay, here's something different right here. I think he let's listen to him. So I want to get him on. So anybody know him, reach out to him, tell him the Hood Post, man, Professor Melly Mail. The professor himself would love to have a conversation with him. With that being said, I am Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. Don't mind me, just watch it. But church moving, well, go ahead and lock that door. Marlena Williams, let's see, where we at? I was going to end, here we go, right here.
If it don't apply, let it fly. But this message to the tough niggas, to the killers, the knockout artists, the squabblers, the niggas with the bullshit, the shot callers, the niggas that call the meetings, the niggas that know how to politic, the niggas that been to the pen. What's up with you niggas, man? Why is a lot of shit that I mean, nigga, if you solid, you solid. Everybody know you solid. What's up with you niggas in 2024 that are grown men, that have families, that have kids, that got grandkids, even the ones that are incarcerated, that are planning home, coming home and driving a truck or doing the right thing and getting the construction field. So why do y'all always talk about, oh, we gonna have a paperwork party? When the last time you niggas killed a snitch, nigga?
Lock the door.
Lock the door.
Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top. Diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing. They see me shining. That's hard work. Proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me. That's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking. And I don't talk about it. I just make it happen. Word on the block is that my shit go. Reach for the low.
Lock the door, because we are gone.